Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Ed from EDTRAVELS, and I'm coming to you again on this Sunday conversation. Really, maybe a part two of a video I did before about stop listening to haters and the distraction when it comes to the passport bros, lifestyle, blue book gentlemen, travel kings. So this is a part two I felt like I wanted to speak on. Thanks a lot for your love and support. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, the bell icon so you're notified of any new content. Again, thank you so much. But let me get to it. As passport bros, travel kings, blue book gentlemen, there's something we need to stop doing. Full stop. Stop giving these haters energy and attention. To all my young brothers out there, older brothers, is anybody within the sound of my voice. You're dealing with a group of women who've told you they don't want you, they don't need you, you're not what they're looking for. You're no good. You're dusty, you're crusty. They've told you that. Time and time and time and time again. So my question is, why are you bothered about what they say? They've made it clear how they feel about it. And again, I'm not saying all, but a majority said that they don't need you. They can handle it on their own until they can't. So why are you wasting your time worrying about it? Why are you spending your money, your time, your energy? I just don't understand it. For me, if you show me who you are, then I believe you. I had to change who I was in order to live a better life. I had to take an honest assessment of myself and make the changes necessary to be a better human being and to live a better life. We're talking about a group of women here who are faced with the statistics, who are faced with the fact that it's not working for you. You're the most obese. You're the most unmarried. You have the largest student loan debt. You lead the nation in evictions. But yet, it's always somebody else's fault. Gaslighting, deflection, blaming, shaming. It's never their fault. And I refuse to take correction of any type. If you try to correct, advise, point out something that they might need to work on, and then you hate women. So my thing is, why try to save somebody that don't want to be saved? Focus. Move forward. Catch flights, not feelings. F them and fly. Go somewhere where you can find that peace, love, respect. Don't worry about it. The wall is undefeated. The wall is undefeated. Father Time is waiting right there. And like the Godfather, Kevin Samuels, used to say, get a dog and die alone. That's a choice that you've made. Now, all the talk about dating is dead in the West and all of that, there are no absolutes and there are no utopias. And I'll explain what I mean by that. Can you find a suitable mate in the West? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. However, are you willing to go through the dating minefield and dive in a dating dumpster to find that person? Are you willing to weed through all of those people? Like the greatest athlete, in my opinion, Muhammad Ali said, if I got 200 rattlesnakes running towards me, I don't have time to sit there and figure out which one doesn't want to bite me. Unfortunately, I'm going to lump them in one category. I don't want nothing to do with any of them. I'm not jumping in the dating dumpster to try to find that diamond in the rough, as they say. It makes more time for my money, my emotions, my efforts to go to another country where the culture And the women are raised to be wives. From the time they're little, I see this every day when I'm in Cambodia. The younger girls learn how to take care of the babies and help the older women and cook and clean. That they're trained from the time that they can walk and talk to be wives. Fit, feminine, submissive, cooperative. From the time that they're young. And like in the military, we used to always say, that is a target-rich environment. Per capita, I'm going to be able to find a woman that is more of a cooperative, submissive, fit, firm partner than a woman that tries to be a boss. Because the thing about it, you can't be a boss and be a submissive wife at the same time. They don't go together. You can't be a boss and be a damsel in distress. You can't be a boss and sit back and say, I don't need you, I don't want you, I can do it on my own, and then cry that nobody is protecting you. Protect yourself. Haters focus on hating. That's why they never succeed. And in order for you to succeed and reach the goals that you need to reach, you need to focus on succeeding and not focus on what the peanut gallery has to say. You know, the passport rolls lies. You know, they're broke. I just bought a ticket from Atlanta to Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Okay? So I would challenge anyone to go to delta.com, put in ATL to PNH for any day, 30 days from today. Put in ATL to PNH. Check the one-way fare from Atlanta to Phnom Penh International Airport and tell me if a broke person can afford a one-way economy ticket. And see, that's what I mean. Listening to someone who hasn't been anywhere talking about something they don't know and giving that person energy and a platform to spew nonsense and foolishness. I just think that needs to stop. I think that's wasted energy. Like my man At a Peaceful Life, big shout out to him. I truly enjoy the content that you make, brother. It's so on point, and I'm gonna put a link, a link to it down in the comments. Please visit that brother's channel, man. He gives good advice about living a peaceful life. And that brings me to my point. If you're a 30-year-old man here in the United States, and let's say you have $250,000, in my view, it's kind of clear what you should do in order to have a peaceful life. Number one, you should downsize your life. You don't need a big house. It's just you. Downsize to a nice studio apartment, condo, whatever it is that you have. Take the money that's left over and open a brokerage account so that you're investing in the Fortune 500, the S&P, the NASDAQ, healthcare, pharmaceuticals, tech. You diversify your portfolio so now your money is making you money. And then you start to explore your options. You either work for a company or you own your own company, you have your own employees. You have the freedom then to travel to different destinations and see if they fit your needs. In other words, if you get a list of, say, 10 things that you want in your ideal location, and you're able to find, say, at least 7 out of those 10, let's say 70%, 70, 80%, then maybe that's a place that you should try. And go find peace, love, and respect. Those are three things that you can't put a price tag on, especially the peace. You can't put a price tag on that. If you're because statistically, 53, so something like 53% of black men are single and childless, with now over 54% of black men entering the middle class and the upper middle class with the income to travel. So I would ask you this question. Why would you complicate your life by bringing in a woman, a partner into your life that's bringing debt, that's bringing children, that's bringing drama, and that's bringing bills into your life? I mean, for me personally, I'll speak for me. I don't see how that is beneficial to your life. But more importantly, I think the thing to point out is that a lot of these ladies are thinking they doing you a favor, or at least that's how they trying to finesse you. You know, when I saw that idiotic little post, stepdaddy auditions, like being a stepdaddy is something that you want to be. And maybe it is in your case. But for me, no, you're not doing me any favors. I'm taking the money, resources, everything that I work for to help raise another man's kids. That's a hard no for me. That's a hard no. I'll pass. I'm good. You're not bringing nothing. You're either an asset or a liability to my life. And that's a liability. And I think more and more men now are starting to wise up to that. And again, I'll preface all of that by saying, to each his own. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, then don't watch. You know, you have to practice what you preach. So when I get the nasty little messages and the shame and the insults and the guilt and all the little nasty grams I'm going to get in the comments, I don't even pay them any attention. I don't give them any energy or power. Because what I've never understood for the life of me is how someone I don't know, how someone that's not a part of my life can shame me. How can you shame me? My mother, who I dearly love, my sister, who I dearly love. There are people in my life who I care about so much and so deeply. If they were to say, Ed, I'm really ashamed of something that you said or some content that you put out, that would hit me. That would bother me. That would make me want to change it. So, no, I don't like to hear that. Like your mom used to tell you back in the day, I'm so disappointed in you. That was even worse than a whipping. I'm so disappointed in you. But how can someone that I don't know, don't care about, does nothing in my life, there's just some person on social media saying, da-da-da-da, you ain't this, you ain't a good man, a real man would do. I don't care. Who are you? And what do you mean to me? Again, this is Ed with EDTRAVELS, and we need to stop it, fellas. We need to quit. We need to focus. Focus on building, focus on succeeding, focus on making America a foreign country to yourself. Focus on getting up out of here. Coming back when you need to come back. Focus on your health, focus on yourself, invest in yourself. Again, this is Ed from EDTRAVELS. Thank you so much for joining me today on my little Sunday convo, sermon, whatever you want to call it. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, the bell icon so you're notified of any future content. Again, this is Ed with EDTRAVELS. Catch flights, not feelings. Airborne all the way. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Peace.